everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here today to discuss some tips and things that I feel are helpful to position yourself to either attract a guy's eye or to meet them, start a conversation, or leading to getting dates and potentially meeting someone that's probably worth your time or not. The key is to position yourself. So in the last video, we talked about why you should not shoot your shot as women. And so today, again, I'm here to give you some tips that I have found helpful to position yourself to attract someone's eye, or to even spark up a conversation, or even to be asked out on a date. So, ladies, listen up. All right, so the first tip, I took notes today so I can stay on track. The first tip, if you are a spiritual person, if you believe in Jesus, believe in God, my first tip is to pray, okay? Pray and ask God, first of all, where are you going? What is the direction for your life at this time? What is the vision? And, should you even be dating? Some people may not be at that place in their walk with God. That's okay, because trust me, I was not always here. I pretty much would wait for a guy to approach me and decide if they were worth my time. Sometimes I was a little more lenient and accepting. But as I got older, I was like, wait a minute, these are some things I need to look for as to who I want to entertain. But the first tip I suggest is to pray. Pray and ask God for direction of where you are, and ask Him to lead you in this area. If you caught my other video, inviting God in every day to your everyday life, this is something that you can do to invite God in. Inviting Him in your dating life, or in the whole process of positioning yourself to be found, right? Because again, ladies, we don't pursue men. We're not shooting our shots, okay? But there are things that you can do to position yourself to be, caught, or what's the word? There are things that you can do to position yourself to attract the eye of someone that could be a potential, okay? So I say first tip is to pray. Pray and ask God for direction in your dating life, in your, courtship life, in, meeting guys, how to meet them. And say, you could suggest or say things like, God, lead me into how I should position myself, okay? Second tip, fast. This is something that is not easy to do. Trust me, I have grown exponentially in my whole fasting, life, as far as fasting for different things, and really, taking that step back and leaning on God to direct me, right? But I know from my personal experience, fasting is a way to, first of all, get rid of all of the things that could be distracting you mentally. I think clarity is very important. In addition to praying, getting clarity, fasting is a way to gain clarity in the direction for your life, or a season of your life. It also helps to, just give that extra sacrifice, to curb those cravings that do come and that are real, especially, as someone who is a fitness professional. It is tough to, live your life without cravings. They are real. So anyway, not getting on a tangent with that, but fasting. Second tip, fasting. Use it to your advantage. There are all different types of fasts. There could be a multiple day fast where you're doing just fruits and vegetables. Of course, you want to consult with your healthcare professional to see if this is something that is, that you should do, or how you should go about doing it if you do have health issues or concerns. There is a 24-hour water fast, or Some people go without water. I wouldn't recommend that. But hey, again, praying for God's direction in how you should position yourself, or if you should be dating, or when is the timing, God, and how you should fast to get yourself not only ready, but most of all, mentally ready, for that season, or to hear clearly from God, okay? I keep saying steps, right? Third tip, y'all know what I'm saying. Exercise, okay? Start at the level that you need to start at. But physical exercise is like the same thing as fasting. It gives you clarity. It gives you more energy. It helps you feel better on the inside, okay? And it also can lead to those results that you're looking for: a toner body, a slimmer stomach, a better figure, whatever your goals are. Exercising can help put you in a better mental state where you're showing up. And that's the key. I will talk about this more later. But showing up and presenting yourself in the best way mentally is going to transfer to the outside of your body. How you smile, okay? Smiling is not just with the mouth, it's also with the eyes. How your face is lighting up underneath. People can see, into the eyes. I guess they say like the eyes are the windows to the soul. If you're not working your body, this temple that God gave you, it's not going to really help you position yourself in the best way, because exercising is releasing the stress. It's releasing those toxins. It's helping you give those good vibrations of endorphins in your system. Most people who exercise are happier. They feel more accomplished. They feel more focused throughout their day, so they can accomplish those goals or those things that they have on their list to do. So you're showing up as a happier person and more accomplished person. So exercise is a third tip into positioning yourself to be found by the one or someone to potentially lead into whatever God has it to lead into, okay? Now, the fourth tip I would suggest is to do things you enjoy, okay? Doing those things that you enjoy is going to light you up again from the inside. It's going to also fulfill you. It's going to give you that sense of enjoyment and fulfillment, and just overall, for the most part, it should transcend to a happier being, you as a happier person, okay? Investing in your happiness. So some examples, I already like to work out and exercise, right? But another form of that could be going on a hike, or going on, doing a physical activity, whether it's basketball, whether it's doing volleyball since spring is here, doing something physically active, right? Dancing, whatever the case is. But investing in your happiness, doing things that you enjoy, or it could be taking a class, whether it's from business to learning how to sew, or making scrunchies, or doing something that you enjoy is the main idea, the main point of what I'm trying to bring out. Because if you're doing things that you enjoy, again, it's going to ignite you on the inside. It's going to charge you up. It's going to help you show up as the person that, is fulfilled and is, I guess, approachable, I should say, right? And then the fifth thing that I'd like to say is to switch up your look, okay? Not just with your hair, all right? Not just with your hair. If you wear makeup, with your makeup, with your outfit, okay? Switching up your look is very important, because if you don't know, men are visual creatures. They are visual beings, okay? They are attracted to women, okay, through what they see, okay? first. That's the first thing, what they see. And I know this because, for one, my father he's very opinionated. He had, he has daughters. So I had to learn, like, how to take a compliment or a constructive criticism. And hair is very important. I know different men like different styles and different things, right? But it's not so much you're doing all this to necessarily position yourself to catch a man. I know that's the topic at hand. But when you switch up your look, you bring a different energy, you bring a different presence to whatever activity you're doing, to work, whatever your entrepreneurship journey is or what you're doing in that way. You're bringing a different energy based on, how you feel. And so for me, I have natural hair. I don't relax my hair. So sometimes I like to wear it straight, and I get help with wearing it straight, if you understand what I'm saying. But it does bring a different sense of energy and vibe to the whole look. It's a new change and I love it, right? We have so many options and access to different looks, different styles, different colors, different lengths. You name it. There's so much you can do with your hair. There's no excuse, okay? Now, I like doing the same old. When I wear my hair natural, twist outs, flat twist outs are the go-to. But I had to learn, especially when I was married, that, again, men are visual creatures. And I'm not saying that you have to change your hair every week, but switching it up, I think, for me personally, is necessary and vital to keep the spark alive, keep the newness, the freshness, because things can get the same, you can get in a rut, especially being married. You can be in a rut and it's just like, oh, that same old shirt, oh, that same old hair, like, you know what I mean? Especially when you have things like social media where you're constantly inundated, or guys are constantly inundated by women who are switching up their look. Now, for me personally, when I wear my hair straight, I notice that there are more men who look my way. You get what I'm saying? Like, they look my way, and, I notice a difference. Now, men like straight, curly, natural, short, a bald cut, low cut. Beauty is not just in the hair, but it does make a difference. So, switching up your look is important. I think I started this whole rant off by talking about how my father was very opinionated with what looked nice and what we probably need to go back and reevaluate, okay? The straight look, was always a thumbs up. And I'm thankful that I have a dad who's very opinionated, because that was also like my inside scoop to, what looked so good, what was just okay, and what I needed to try again on. We would have like father-daughter talks, and he would say like, hey, I don't think that looks so good, or you may want to try a different style. He was into fashion and dressing anyway, so that was always a thing. So, and we could talk about that another time, but hair is important, okay? Whether you're wearing it short, low, long, curly, natural, switching it up every once in a while is something that would be very, very, very beneficial. And that could be just kind of like your test, because sometimes I switch it up just to see, like, okay, let me take a unspoken poll of what men are liking, right? And I know when I wear my hair straight like this, I get way more compliments. But I also get just as many, if not more, when I wear it natural, or if I have my hair longer, or if it has a little wave to it. like, or braids, right? Because there's so many, oh my gosh, there's so crochets, oh my gosh. Like I said, there's no excuse, you can switch it up, whatever suits you. Just try switching up your look, okay? That's another way to position yourself without shooting your shot, okay? And I talked about how men are visual, okay? So looking your best, right? It's going to transfer into you showing up into this confident woman, because men like to see women who are confident, even if they're not even all that confident themselves. You attract a whole different, when you're confident and you have you're like, yes, I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling this look, it's like an aura that you send off. And people gravitate to that, right? So I just wanted to add that in. Men are visual, okay? And the next one, I don't know what step or tip I'm on. I think I'm on 7. Oh, yes. This is what I really wanted to get into. My legs are falling asleep. Oh, my gosh. Social media. Not everyone likes it, right? It can be a huge distraction. And if you are not in the right mental space, meaning a healthy mental space, social media can make you feel like your life sucks, okay? But just keep in mind that people are showing the highlights, usually. And social media can be used to your advantage when you are dating or positioning yourself to be found by the one or possible candidates to become the one. Using social media to your advantage is vital, okay? We live in that day and time. Everybody is on social media. Everyone. So this plays into the first, 4 things that I mentioned, as far as your prayer life, fasting, if you're a believer, exercising and doing things you enjoy. Those are things that you can post on social media to attract the attention of a guy, okay? And this is not like you're doing this to catch a guy. You're doing this because you want to share. Okay, this is where your mindset is. I'm doing this because I want to share. I already prayed to God. I already fasted. And in my case, to be transparent, God said, not yet. Okay, there are people that have come along that I talk to. But as far as full-on dating scene, not yet, right? I'm doing things that I enjoy and I'm sharing about them, okay? And so using social media to your advantage, right? That's opening the door to so many people. So for example, I have an Instagram page. I also have Facebook. And then YouTube, of course. And that's it. I don't do any other social media. I just started doing YouTube more consistently recently. And I'd say posting on my stories is what made a difference. Men, from what I've learned and heard from some of the men that I interact with, whether they're just friends or people that, say, hey, I find you attractive, or have asked me out, and some of the people that I listen to on podcasts or YouTube, basically men want to see you in real life. A lot of men on social media, if they are your friends, right? Your friends on social media, you may know them through someone or know them, but just never talk to them in that way. They like to watch and see if they're looking for someone to date or someone that could be a potential wife. They are looking at stories. They're trying to see what you're actually doing. And so I really wasn't big on stories and showing and posting on my stories like that. But I got into it because I said, well, hey, this is fun. Like, I'm in a new chapter, right? This is when I was separated, in a new chapter. And I was just happy to, get that interaction. So sharing on your stories opens up a conversation, right? And I feel like that's the whole point of having stories on your page. Not just to meet guys or potential, dates or husbands. It opens up a conversation to people, other women, and it may lead to like a business opportunity. You just never know. So I feel like you can use it in so many ways. But what I noticed in the guy department is it opened the door for men to see, oh, she's doing this, or oh, she likes this, or she's quoting this person, or I like this author, or she's sharing about, her kids, or she's sharing a new Mary Kay product, or whatever the thing is. Like, and so you'd be surprised at how much interaction you get and support that you get when you show on your stories. So that's one way you can use social media to your advantage. And I have found that a lot of men, even people that I did not expect to watch my stories. And some of them are watching them for at least several months. I don't remember the total number, but people that I dated in the past or talked to as friends in the past were watching my stories. And then eventually, after either a month or two, it was just like watching them, and then it merged into them giving a like, and then commenting, and then finally DMing me. And I just, find it very refreshing. But what I've noted and what I've heard from other guys who either were single or are single, they like to see what women really look like and act like in real life. Because posting, like having a post that's like photoshopped or, filtered out and all that, like that's cool if you have a caption, but you can doctor that up so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so people want to see, like, what are you doing on the day-to-day or week-to-week? Even if you don't do stories like every day, what are you doing on the week-to-week, And so what I like to post, fitness stuff, working out, exercises, anything physical in that way, in the realm of exercise. My quotes and scriptures, I like to post that. What I'm eating, those are the three main things. And then depending on how I feel, like today I was feeling my look, so I posted a story about just, it's like from the neck up. And, that's what I did. But let's see. But these are my tips into how you can position yourself to be found or to be noticed by a potential candidate or someone that may be worth your time instead of shooting your shot. Hopefully these tips are helpful for you. I'm just sharing, from my perspective and sharing what has been working. Hopefully, again, this is helpful for you. And if you have any questions or if there are other things that you have tried and done that is also successful, let me know in the comments below. But as always, continue to be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.